Alright people, welcome again to MG Sports TV. Hopefully guys are doing good. And it's actually match day people. We have the Reggae Girlz under 20 team going up against Anguilla. Definitely I'm definitely expecting a good face off, because I do believe that this team is actually a good team. I really believe that this team is actually a good team. But certainly, I want to know what you guys think about it. This won't be a long stream. It's pretty much maybe a 10-minute stream in that region. But in the meantime, people, do smash the like button since you're here. Let me give a shout out to my channel members. First of all, channel patrons, Raymond Austin, Ravon Bennett. The channel members are the original Zilla, Jermaine Swiby, Rose Gold, David Beckham, Feather 5, Black Icon 40, Carl Wallace from the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club, Lee Bell, Marsden Ricketts, Jamil Winter, Rocco Reacts, Devon Hughes, Angelica Rivera, Ari Link Up, and D. Ellis Word. So my respect to all of the channel members. Also, big shout out to our channel sponsors. As you can see here, Stop Sports, you can check them out on their IG page at Stop Sports 4. They provide all the latest football gears, accessories, sports gears, accessories. Doesn't matter what type of sports you support, you can get it there. Fitness things for even the fitness trainers and those type of things, you can get it there. Football net, jerseys, corner flags, you can get everything there. So please do, people, support them and check them out. So we're here to discuss the Reggae Girlz specific. First of all, I want to actually show you guys the squad. I wanted to do that before I do anything, actually, because I want to know what the squad looks like. And I do believe that most of you would have already seen the squad. But blessings, my respect, everyone coming. Just please do smash the like button as you come in. Marco, Jaramilo, big up, and Tyrone Williams, big up Marco. That Marco changed his name regular, man. Regular and change his name. And big up also Tyrone. But certainly looking to have a good one. Let me just bring up the Reggae Girlz team. As you guys already know, what the squad looks like. I do believe that most of you guys will have already know what the squad look like. And it's actually a good squad, a very good squad in my perspective. I'm really hoping though that, because we know sometimes we see we have a good squad, we don't really treat it as such. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to I'll just run through the squad. Definitely we're going to run through the squad. That's the first thing that we're going to do. And just get a bit of with the players them. Because I know most of you guys don't really know the players. Like I would. And, well, not all of them still, but most likely the ones that played schoolgirl football and also the local Women Premier League, in which you guys know that I do extensive coverage of that. So let me bring them up on screen so you guys can see the name. So we have, first of all, goalkeepers, Laia Brooks, we have Katie Oakley and Driana Tar. That's from Meadowbrook High. Leah Brooks are from Hawaii Surf. Katie Oakley, Georgia Southern University. Let's go up and find that. Well, those are the three goalkeepers that we brought with the team. And there are actually players now, people. The other players now, but there's one particular player I know. There's one particular player that I know that got dropped from the squad. Very good player. Really good player. But got dropped from the squad due to disciplinary reasons. And I would understand, and I would definitely understand, because this coach specifically has high standard and high demand, and you have to really oblige to it, which is quite good in my perspective. Defenders, let's start off with the defenders. Akila Johnson from Excelsior I. We have Jamil Mignat from Excelsior I as well. Taisha Nelson from Meadowbrook I. Avery Johnson from Charlotte Development Academy. And Leah Williams from Garvey Marseille. Then now we have Chanel Buckley, one of my favorite, from Excelsior I. Danique Wilson, Mount Alvernia I. Destiny Powell, Excelsior I. Sudani Emil, Tottenham Hotspur. good, lovely, good to have a player from outside, well, inside of England coming in as well. Keisha Sibbles from Denham Town, really good player. Maya, tough name to call. Just gonna say Maya from Philadelphia. Lillian Clark from Meadowbrook as well. Natalia Atkinson from Denham Town. Also, Tiny Seaton from Excelsior. And Kiba Cowan, Garvey Masia, and Davia Richards from Hill College. The talented Davia Richards. Marco said, man laugh off of me. Spanish. Okay. Never change it yet. You never did look. Oh, well, maybe because I always just say Marco rather than say anything else. Ian said, military, I hope all the domestic players are playing regularly in the National Women's League. Alright, so they were both, all these domestic players were playing in schoolgirl football and also in the Jamaica Women Premier League. So they have been active, they have been playing. It's not like they're short of playing time. So that's actually one of the aspects. So they have been active and they also have been playing. So let me jump over to the CONCACAF page. Let's see what the CONCACAF page has to say. So this is the opening. And we have, this is what they said. CONCACAF Women's Under 20 Championship qualifiers set to kick off Miami, Florida this Friday. The journey to the 2023 CONCACAF Women's Under 20 Championship will begin with the start of the CONCACAF Under 20 qualifying, in which 2017s will be vying for 6 berths in the championship. The winners of each of the 6 groups will advance to the CWU on the CW20 Championship, joining the United States and Mexico on May 24th to June 3rd in the Dominican Republic. 3 of the groups in the women's qualifiers. 3 of the groups in the women's qualifier will open in the tournament on Friday. Canada heads up to Group A and will face Martinique, while El Salvador will tangle with Cuba. All games in the group will be played at the Estadio Panamericano in San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. 2 teams whose senior women's national team just recently qualified the first ever FIFA Women's World Cup will also debut on Friday. Haiti meets St. Martin, Panama square off with Curacao. Regional Jane Francis Francia Stadium in Wilsmasted, Curacao will be the site for all matches in Group B. Group E will be played in Estadio Nacional in Managay. I think it's Managay. Nicaragua will also start, beginning with Honduras taking on Bermuda, followed by Jamaica against Anguilla in all Caribbean duel. Interesting. Why would they set up like that still? That's quite interesting. So there's actually a lot of games to be played in a short time span, people. Basama says, should Jamaica qualify out of this group, do you expect any new players added to the squad for the next round? The thing is, I'm not sure, especially at the female level. I'm really not sure, because as you can see, there's not a lot happening around female football. I do hope though that they will look into doing that addition. From what I know, the players that I see there, they're actually really good players. Please do smash the like button, people. Ian Campbell said, happy to know they are playing the National Women's League. I have a tad more confidence in the team. Hopefully they can beat Honduras. Yeah, they have been playing, and the good thing about it is that this time around we have a local league taking place, and it's not like we have a team going there who they haven't been playing or anything like that. They have been playing. It's just now we're unsure of the level of the oppositions we're going up against. Many might say they have seen them other places or whatnot, but we are still, because in women's football there's no surety in women's football, none whatsoever. Maybe just that USA, they're just that good, because they have maybe tender most of their resources towards women's football. So in the other participating teams will make their CWU under U20 qualifying debuts on Saturday. Group C at the Estadio Felix Sanchez in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, will see Guyana square off with Suriname, followed by host Dominican Republic against Dominica. Regional Jean Francisca Stadium in Willemstad is also the site for Group D, with Trinidad and Tobago facing Cayman Islands and Puerto Rico colliding with Guadeloupe. The Estadio Nacional in Managay will host the teams in Group F and will see a pair of Central Americans duels as Costa Rica battle with Belize and home side Nicaragua welcome Guatemala. So those are the basics in regards to what's happening. Let me just see if I can show you guys the group. Let me see if I can show you guys the group, what the groups will look like. I think this is what the group look like. This is what the groups look like. This is our group. Group E and Anguilla and Bermuda, Jamaica, and Honduras. So these are the groups for Group E. And certainly I'm hoping that we most definitely can get something out of this. Hoping. Not saying that there's any level of surety. I am just really hoping that we can go there and represent ourselves quite well. Now, let me see. The expectations for this tournament, there's a high expectation. There's high expectations on the girls. High expectations on the girl to perform well. Now, in regards to preparation, it's sad to say, I have to tell you guys this. The team traveled actually yesterday. So the team arrived. It's sad to say, but the team arrived yesterday for this tournament. Yesterday, people. Yeah, it might sound away, but the team arrived yesterday in Dominican Republic. So that's one of the unfortunate cases, I have to say. And a lot of people didn't know that. The team should have traveled from Wednesday, but they traveled on Thursday. How do I know that? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the sad part. That's the only tad bit of how should I say it now? Red flag for me. The team should have arrived from Wednesday, but they only arrived yesterday, which in turns means that there might not be an extensive amount of training session being taking place. So we might see a training session, and my training session might have happened last night or yesterday evening, but I highly doubt there any more training session after, because today is match day. Ian Campbell said, Spartan said look out for number 6. Which number 6, Spartan? I expect 2 players, Washington and Mitchell, in the next round. Who are? So Ian Campbell said, me personally, I'm unsure of those 2 players. I don't know who those 2 players are. Yesterday night, I know what they think. Yeah, I'm not sure now. I'm really not sure. Marcus said, wake up so big. And easy. Yeah, man, you have to drink out something good, man. Spartan King said, Danique Wilson. Oh, okay. Oh, bad ball. Owen Blake said, MG, explain this 3-week camp preparation. Didn't the JFF tell us that this under preparation would not happen again after under 17 girls failure? Good question, very good question, no cataract. No. The fortunate thing is that, so for example, look at it. When you look at most international tournaments, there's not a long time period for preparation. And we were fortunate to have some of our girls in Jamaica who are part of the team who was able to play consistent football week in, week out, at schoolgirl level and also at the Premier League level. So that's actually one of the fortunate aspects of it. But 3-week preparation, I do believe that for international teams, 3-week preparation actually enough time. Yankney said, big up Yankney, yes, I tell you them I play. MG, will Jamaica qualify out of this group? I don't know, I can't say. I really, really can't say. I can't say at all, Cataract. I don't know. Football is very much unpredictable in these times. Very, very unpredictable. I know what we have, but the opponents is not easy because many of us don't even know if there's local football playing in some of these local female football playing in some of these countries, or they will be doing more likely doing mass recruiting for their from their respective diaspora. So there's a lot of uncertainty in regards to what is to expect. There was a news article. Let me see if I can find a news article. Reggae Girlz U20. There was a news article. Alright, so yes, there was a chartered flight, but the thing is that they traveled yesterday. I'm not sure the reason why for that. I'm really not sure of the reason why for that, but definitely there was a chartered flight. Let me see if we can find it. Me never see the article. It did not show me the article. Now show me the article. Southcry said, big up MG, we can beat them. I listen, Southcry, the thing is, when I show, it's good to have confidence that we can do it. It's good to have confidence that we can do it. But the thing is, going out on the pitch is a total different manner. And I've seen it over and over again. I'm 100% hoping that we can get the job done. But it don't necessarily mean that we're just going to turn up and actually turn them over just like that. For me, Buckley is one of the players I'm definitely looking out to see. Buckley has been one of the most dominant schoolgirl football, even not only schoolgirl football, even at the club level. She has been really, really dominant so far in entirety in what we're seeing here. She has been very much a dominant force. Let me check something. Let me give a check. So I'm gonna give you some statistics. Some of our girls them and what they have been doing so far. Let me give you some statistics. Leading goal scorer. Where's the leading goal scorer chart? I'm trying to find the leading goal scorer chart. That's a cricket schedule. Where is it? I'm not finding the leading goal scorer chart. I'm sure it was posted here. Oh, crap. Delete it and I remember. But, okay, so let me go, it was on my IG page, so I'm going to go feed. Leading goal scorers. Alright, so these are the leading goal scorers. We had Cassandra Smith, Chanel Buckley, Delia White, Danique Wright, Rihanna Dixon, Destiny Powell. Alright, so for example, let me give an example. Like so let's have a look at the squad. Let me see if I can bring up the squad. So the leading goal scorer was actually Cassandra Smith from Excelsior. Behind her was Chanel Buckley at the point in time. Both of them were on 21 and 22 respectively. Both of them was on 22 and 21 respectively. That's actually a good while back. Let me see who else was there. Chanel Buckley. No, Denick is not there. In regards, Davia Richards, well, not she won't be there. Excelsior. Um, Kiba Cowan from Garvey Massey was actually a 9 goal. There was, I can't say I deleted the latest updated goal scoring chart, people. I'm gonna give you some more information on the leading goal scorers. So Destiny Powell was actually a 9 goal at that point in time. Was Wilson, Denique Wilson. Don't think she wasn't on that, but good player. Naja says, so why the girls only landed today? No, they landed yesterday. They arrived yesterday. Yesterday they arrived. Young said, do you think Washington should be in this squad? Which Washington? Which Washington? Yanni, which Washington? Southcrest said, do we have our strongest 11 for this game? Travis McKen said, the team's unpredictable for real. It's hard to find stats and highlights for the girls at this age level. Think we can top our group still? It's hard. Let me tell you the reason why it's so hard. Because not many of the countries are really... The local female football is not really published like that. And if you check it out, even when you go up on YouTube and search to find if these countries are playing local female football, you realize that you're not finding anything. So once you search Jamaican women football, the first page will probably pop up is mine. If you just type in a YouTube Jamaican women football, probably the first page will pop up. Let me type in it. More than likely, first page will pop up, I'm going to be my page. Either that or CONCACAF. Especially if you type in Jamaica Women Premier League. But the more than likely, alright, let me see if we can type in the Jamaica Women's Premier League. So see there, MG Sports again, One TV Jamaica, MG Sports again, TVJ, MG Sports. See there, exactly. See that, so it's difficult. You won't find especially Jamaican football content, and then now you're gonna see some other pages who do it. But alright, so let me check out like Anguilla, women's football league. Alright, let me see. Nothing. See then, nothing at all. So how would one gather information on these teams if you can't even see it? And let me tell you, specifically football in the Caribbean region, in the CONCACAF region, especially women football, there's only few women footballers country who significantly get a level of highlight. Maybe USA are the top notch, and because they might highlight those talents from younger days, from their young. Number one, it was Anders Odd. Number one, it was U7 World Cup qualifier. Okay, I think she might be. I don't know if probably when I'd go further, I'm not sure. MG, if the girls are playing in the women's JPL, why are they school listed and not club that they represent? I'm really not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't really know how the intricacies of how that go. Alright, let me see something. Let me find out which of them that played the Women's Premier League. because there's a lot. All right, so there's a 14, there's a 15-year-old that plays for Royal Lakes, a striker, 15-year-old striker that plays. She's Royal Lakes starting striker, 15 years old. 15? Yeah, she's 15 years old. Well, I don't see her name on here still, so I'm not really sure. But there's quite a few young girls who plays for. I'm not even seeing their name. Quite a few of them will play for Fraser's Whip. Most of the Excelsior players then plays for Fraser's Whip. Let me see something. Pete. All right. So for example, like Buckley plays for Fraser's Whip. Um, David Richards, well, she's now at Hill College, but she used to play for she was playing for Fraser Whip as well. Let me see who else. Let me see who else. Kiba Cowan used to plays for Veer. Well, there's no Dela White there. Natoya Atkinson plays for Fraser's Whip as well. So they're playing for the clubs, and I'm not sure why they would use the school name rather than the club name. I'm not sure why. I mean, I really understand the intricacies behind that. Yanni said the Washington, that is the senior squad, she's just 17 or 18. I'm not sure if they're going to make she play, I'm not sure. So our girls, Cataract said there will be no training session. Players cannot come off a flight and go straight into stadium, go train. Exactly. I don't think there'll be a training session. So maybe them are going into this game here and actually don't train. One girl from Tottenham and a couple from US Academy. Oh, and to respect MG, good to know you endorse this approach. Thank God, Tanja, we are fortunate. It's not me endorsing the approach, not Cataract. It's not me endorsing the approach, no Katak. I'm not endorsing the approach. But most of the teams, the players are local based. So they have the opportunity to train. Now, Katak, the thing about it is that there's so much things that we want to do as a footballing nation. So much things. And the reason why we're so far, and that's one of the reasons we're so far behind, because we haven't done a lot. But we also have to factor in, why is that we are so far behind? What's the root cause we are so far behind? One, corruption. Two, resources. These are two big reasons. So every one of us, all of us would want a team to be preparing 2 years ago. We should have prepared a team 2 years ago. But how likely is that? Especially with lack of resources. How likely is that? How likely is that, Cataract? Cataract, you see, when you're on the ground, it's a total different aspect of things. Let me show you this. Let me give a good example. So there's so much persons right now that jump around and talk about women football and rare whatever. Last Saturday that just passed by, I did a stream from 10 in the morning to 5 in the evening of a woman under 15, well, a girls under 15 competition. From 8 hours worth of stream. 8 hours. Showcasing all the young girls that Jamaica, most of the talented young girls that Jamaica has to offer. Even players that we are like, that we're speaking about from the last under 17 World Cup and all of these things. They were a part of that competition. And when I was there, it's so difficult to put the team them together for the competition to function just smoothly. It's so difficult because one aspect, first of all, coaches have got to pick up players from all different eras. Guess what? That means that the coach is supposed to have a vehicle. And guess what now, no? You have one parent who say, no, we have something to do today. You have a next parent who say this and that right there. You have a next parent who say this and that. So everyone individually has their own different characteristics or obstacles to face. Individual players. So it's not as simple as just have camp every single week. It's not as simple. Al Grimson with the national team calls players every week. He calls a camp every week. Wednesday, Thursday. On a regular basis, they will see 1 and 2 players. But it's not easy. Me can get called today, but guess what? I have an appointment today. So guess what? I miss this week camp. So it's not as simple, even if I said keep it going. But the problem is this now. All the players have one location. And the one location is up by Captain Orisborough Center. And you have under 17 who's trying to prepare, under 17 boys, under 17 girls, under 18 boys, under 18 girls, under 20 boys, under 20 girls. They can't stay at the same facility at the same time. The facility is not big enough. Unless we're going to invest some more money to build a bigger facility. Question now, where is that money going to come from to build that bigger facility there? Also, when no football now play, how is it going to maintain? So there's so much aspect. It's not a case in which money just a fly come and we're able to just spend like that. No sir, football is predictable. Get your best players, have extensive preparation, play friendly international, travel logistics to get to tournament in time to train and acclimatize. Yeah, but that still don't guarantee a result. You do all that, Cataract, and it's still, that is the reason why football is not predictable. Because there's no guarantee, no matter what you do, there's no guarantee of the result. None whatsoever. It no matter how predictable you think it is. There's none whatsoever. If that was the case, Brazil, because everybody have Brazil as this, Brazil win World Cup every year. Nobody else would win it. Messi would win a World Cup long time. Ronaldo win a World Cup. There's no guarantee in football. None whatsoever. And I was watching a Champions League match. I was watching a Europa League match yesterday. Manchester United versus Sevilla. And everyone thinks Sevilla struggling in La Liga. About 13 or 14 players in there. Manchester United doing fairly well in the Premier League. Manchester United got 2 goals up in about 7 minutes. 2 goals up within 2 goals 14 and like 21st minutes or 7 minutes. Something in that region. They went 2 goals up. And the game ended 2-2. 2 own goal. 2 own goal. 2 own goal. So there's no guarantee, none whatsoever in football. No matter what you do, there's none. Boss Thomas said that's why we have to go to World Cup consistently to get the big cash and build a bigger facility. Now, getting to World Cup is also the factor. Yes, we want to build a bigger facility, but in aspect we have to get to the World Cup. Unless we're going to say, here we're going now. We're going to put aside and just make one project and say, here we're going. We'll cancel all of the project. Cancel all of the project, and every single dollar will be financed to that one particular project in aim to make it to the World Cup. And they won't have. See exactly? But guess what the problem? No. Every CONCACAF competition that is taking place, we must have a team representing in that area. We must. So guess what? Resources are always going to be pulled into other places. It's just how it is. Resources will always be pulled into other places. And many fans, football fans specifically, love to talk about even people we want support, we're going to support this and that and and the truth is, there's just a few fans who really loyally support. Just a few. I have yet to do a woman football video on YouTube and it passed 1,000 views. I talk about football games. And the problem is this now. Everyone has said, want to see this, want to see this, want to see that, want to see this. Everyone is saying that they want this, they want that, they want this, and they want that. But when it is presented to them, no appreciation. Them not watch it. They're not taking tune to it. So, what is it exactly that fans want? So that is the problem. That is the question. What is it? What exactly is it that fans want. Mirak said the U15 women's stream was good though. Under 15 women's stream. Oh yeah. Lovely, exactly. But not a lot of persons watch it. And I'm telling you that if you go on YouTube right now, and type in women league in USA, you can find variety of woman football competition I play in the USA. Variety even at the lowest level. You can find a variety of of things to look at, even at the lowest level. And they are supported well. They are supported well. Unlike Jamaica, who we want this, we want that, we want to look like US, we want to be as good as USA, we want to be as good as that nation there. But yet still, we not support. And the revenues, most of the revenues will be coming from the supporters. Fans, most of the revenue come from. Because if fans are not in tune to something, sponsorship don't want to be a part of that. It no matter how much you market something, if fans are not into it, sponsorship now go take part in it. You could have marketed like this and that and rate it. You could have showed the amount of money. Once the fans them not a part of it. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. Put yourself in the position of you being a sponsor, right? You being a sponsor. And MG Sports TV, I'll be doing women under 15 competition. I want to think about this. Put yourself in the position of being a sponsor. Being a sponsor. MG Sports is putting on under 20 women football. And guess what now? Me spend $1 million on marketing, send out flyers, advertisement all over Jamaica. On match day, 10 persons turn up at the gate. 10 persons turn up at the gate. 5 bills will come in. And I make $5,000. I have to go pay the referee them. $3,000 per referee. I have to go pay the groundsman them. All them. I have to go rent the facility. All that kind of something there. I have to go do all of that. All that I have to go do. Now, and look on this now. You as a sponsor, what is it you are going to benefit from sponsoring MG Sport in that aspect? If no supporter now look on it. No fans now come turn out. No fans never watch it, not even viewership they now get. What is it that you as a sponsor going to get from that? You're not going to take part in it. You will not take part in it. So the buck stops. Sometimes we as fans we have to take accountability as well. So what is it what role do we play in this? So we want the national team to be this and that. We want some aspect of it. Boston said domestic or international support you're referring to. Both Boston with women football in Jamaica, both domestic and international support. Both domestic and international support. It's not there. It's not there. Let me show you the difference. And it's football in general, especially women football. So, women football will always be behind men's football because of many different factors. Women themselves don't even support women football. But that's just the reality of what we're in. At the end of the day, it boils down to what the supporters are willing to do. Are the supporters willing to come and pay the money to come out on this? No. Cataract said, brother, as local base from Under 17 World Cup, we should have had maybe monthly brought those girls into camp at UA. Cataract, that is what you are saying, Cataract. Will you finance it, Cataract? And having people that train, it don't really do nothing. You must be able to participate in some competitive game as well. How you going to work out the competitive games them also? So there's so much different factors. There's so much different factors, Cataract. It's not just because them do well last time out. We also every time bring them in. So every week we bring them in. One, and money take for that. Oh, the parents are just going to send them pitness. That's how pay them money to send them pitness. So. We're not a rich country. If you check it out, most of those kids, they're not necessarily from the town era. Some of them are a country pitney or country kids or go to town school. So it's not as simple as you say. Monthly, which day or time month, will the coach be available to partake in this training? How often will they be able to have the training? How often will they be able to have full session training? All of these things. So if every month you have 5 girls that turn up, everyone once I say you have 5 girls that turn up, does it really make sense? Does it really make sense? It's not as simple as 1 plus 1 equal 2. It's not as simple as 1 plus 1 equal 2. Decola said, you see in Jamaica, sponsors just look on it as long-term investment. But Decola, if it's investment is investment now. Even if it is long-term, you must see progression. You have to look forward to see progression. And in the world of business right now, if you look at how the structure of women football is, what are the likely chances you're going to see that? Because even man football in Jamaica don't get that much amount of support. Even man football. So imagine women football. MG say once a month, not weekly. Listen, it can happen. It can happen, not cataract. It can happen. It definitely can happen. It definitely can happen. That's the reason why I said one of the most important thing is that the league, the Women's Premier League has been taking place from from how long now it ago? How long now, let me see. Let me tell you how long the Women's Premier League ago on. Let me find how long the Women's Premier League ago on, Cataract. Women Premier League are going from last December. December, January, February, March, April. 5 months now. 5 months now. These girls that is a part of the team of 5 months of football now them are playing. 5 months of football now them are playing. 5 months. And I do believe that them are play 5 months, and included in that them are play competitions like outside of they will play competition outside of that, like 1 day tournaments and those type of things outside of that. And secondly them have the schoolgirl football going. Boss said, what should we expect from this team? Are they the favorites to win the group? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm not sure. No, I do expect that we can. I expect that we can qualify outside of this group, but I'm not sure if we're favorites because, as I said, to attain information about other teams is not that easy. It's not that easy at all. It's not that easy. So when you check out our chances, it is. I think it's 50-50. Solely because we don't have sufficient information about other teams. Cataract said, Miji, the Adidas money. I heard JFF said as of 2023 there is no money problem. Well, alright, so from what this can be false. You know, me not gonna say it. But I wouldn't bank anyone to think about that Adidas money, yeah? I would not bank anyone to think have them mind say this Adidas money is this thing we're gonna make Jamaica football rich. No, I would not advise you guys to bank on that. Definitely. Because from what I heard, about 60% of the money gone one place. 60% of the money gone one place. Of course, there's no guarantee. Predictability refers to odds. If a result is predictable, it means there is a small margin of error. Of course, teams have to play the match, not guaranteed predictable. I agree with that. But as you said, preparation heighten your odds. Which means that once you start predict, but the problem is this now, Cataract. If you're going to be predicting known versus you can't predict known versus unknown and have high odds. It has to be 50-50. For example, me know the Reggae Girlz them want go there. But me don't know the opposition them. I don't know the teams. So I don't know the players, what the players are capable of. 1 and 2 of them participate in the under 17. 1 and 2 of them participate. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the holistically the team mean that are going to be as good. But when you look at that, you're going to say, all right, me know my team good, but me unsure of them. So it's 50-50. We can win, but it depends on what I see from the opposition team. So it has to be 50-50. It's not like when you look on the US team now, we can see videos of the US team, we can make our own assessment, say, hey, they're good. These girls are good. And we can come and say, boy, even when we did the under 17 last time, it was clear that these girls were good. We can come and say, boy, the odds would be in favor of USA because we see how good they are. We know that we can play, but we see that they are better. And they are way ahead regarding development and all these aspects. So you know you can put the odds down. But if we never see USA play before, it has to be 50-50. 50-50 and the chance that we are good and we're hoping that we can beat them. Or they are good and they can just come beat with. Decolard said, you saw here say Adidas money come down. come down. We don't know enough. Can't tell us if it done, it done. But alright, so for example, like a lot of the under 20 girls, alright, so the Women League in USA, right? They have their own league, National Women League in USA. A lot of the under 20 girls representing the USA are players actually playing in their women league. And as I said, it's actually way more developed. It's way more developed than our league. Way more developed. Last night I was watching some highlights, and I'm like, this is some good football playing. I have to say, whoa, this is some good football playing. But it don't necessarily mean that. Exactly. So that means these are things that we have to look upon. When you look at this league, maybe the tarmac, maybe how the look, the production look, but it look way better than ours. Cataract said because the quality is poor and does not reach the standards for entertainment. Only person with vast interest, them daughter or relative are player. That's true, you know. Balak said National Women's League you're talking about. Yeah, National Women's League. Owen said, Decolard, Adidas money was no problem for Presley and Jensek to fly business class, go to England to calm down the Reggae Girls. Money they bought for what priorities? Personal priorities, Cataract. Personal priorities. But we can't say them and use it up, you know. You want me can't say them and use it up, because in recent times I heard that a particular person hierarchy structure of the JFF, their vehicle got when like you buy a vehicle, a bailiff or something like that, and bailiff come take you away, something like that. So obviously they're not taking the money. Because they not take money, the vehicle loan they pay off already. The vehicle loan they pay off already, obviously. So it don't look like them, nobody not touching money now. But certainly that's actually a sign that hey, them take this thing serious now. And we can't vibe say boy, you know, so them do this and them do that. It's interesting still. It's really interesting. But my expectations, I do expect us to go there and put on a show. Players, stand up players for me. I'm really looking to see how Chanel Buckley look going forward. Cloud said Isa win this cause boy. Big up Cloud. Balakik said National Women League is big in the US. The league is getting supporter and they are signing female players from all over. If you just look on the page have over 100,000 subscribers. I watch it a week in, week out. Let me see the match. I wanted the match and play upon the page. Let me see the match and play upon the page. Let me see. No, they don't play the match upon the page. That's the highlight them. That's the highlight they show upon The league itself, the official league. League page. Let me see if I go check if this alone. If there's other page. Beer football. Okay. But even when you look at like some of the media outlets that covers like same YouTube's bloggers and something that covers the women football in USA, they actually have some very good page. It means that they get huge support. And female football in the USA is a big business, so it's expected. Until in Jamaica we start treat football like business, I do believe that's when you might find us expanding in that way. We need to start treating women football. We need to start treating football in Jamaica like business. Until we start doing that, that's when the tides are going to change for us. Until. Kemar Carr said, what time is the JFF press conference today, MG? I'm not sure. Press conference I keep today? I'm not sure. Me never really lucky if you get them or something there, you know. Cloud said, cause me want you look out for the youth name, Rivaldo Mitchell for Arnett, my young baller. No, man, no Rivaldo, man. Rivaldo a good baller, man. Mr. United, big up. Rivaldo Mitchell, I'm a left back in play, man. I think a left back in play. Left wing, left back. Alright, people. So I do think that that's supposed to cover most aspect of this. Prediction. Prediction. Me I gonna say Jamaica 2-0. Exactly. So predictability. This prediction is solely based off of rather personal feelings than actually detailed statistics. I do believe so, because unlike we can find information surrounding both teams. I think I'm gonna go Jamaica 2-0 for this game. I think I'm gonna go Jamaica 2-0. I think we can get something right. That is true. Because until is the word. Until is the word. So there's so much more to be done in football in Jamaica, especially where the women football is concerned. So much more to be done. And I'm really hoping that we can break the barrier. Well, we have to break the barrier with men football first. It's tough. It's really tough. But still I got still pushing forward to see how best we can do it. Left wing in play, unless them have him I play left wing back. Yes, I think a left wing back me see him I play one time. I think a left wing back. Him soon getting time still, you know? Him soon getting time. Anyways, people, definitely I do believe that is it for me where that is concerned. Let's close this off. Let's close this off now. So people, close off now. So hopefully, a baller kick said MG, Denny Rodman daughter, one of the top players in the NWSL that could have played in Europe, England or Spain. The NWSL paid her $1 million, so she stayed in the league. Wow. Money is there, baller kick, man. Money dead there. Money did there. Shoo. Star. That's a lot of money, you know. That's a lot of money. Well, hopefully some of our young girls, especially in Jamaica, get the opportunity, showcase what they can do. So some of these clubs in the US would purchase. This is the only time I would be happy to see some of our players heading towards US. I would be happy to see some of our female players heading towards US. I'll be really, really happy to see that. Balakik said she could go to Chelsea. You know a lot of... interesting. She's that good. She's that good. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Alright, so people, anyways, I have to go now, people. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Please, please, guys, take care of yourself. I'll be doing a watch along for the game later. So if you can join, definitely, certainly, join us on the watch along, people. Enjoy the rest of the day, people. And I'll see you guys again. MG Sports TV, people. And we are out. Boom. Watch along later, people. Watch along later.